Hey YouTube, TCG Nerd for Life here. Today what I have for you is my Red White Infect deck that I built actually quite a long time ago, before I quit playing Magic pretty much, but a couple of my friends have picked the game back up, so I decided to dust off these old decks and bring them on out. So I figured I'd show a couple of them to you. This deck uses a combination of white and red Infect creatures and cards like Goblin Tunneler to deal quick damage, so we'll start with the red cards. I use 4 Soulfires because the way it's worded, target creature you control and play deals damage equal to its power to target creature or player. So it's not Soulfire that deals the damage, it's the creature. So if it has Infect, it'll deal Infect counters. 4 Goblin Tunnelers. This card is absolutely fantastic in this deck. You tap it, target creature with 2 or less, power 2 or less becomes unblockable this turn. And if you tap Goblin Tunneler, and you target a creature with 2 power, and then you juice it up to, let's say, 6, it's still unblockable because it was originally a 2 creature. And if you don't believe that, you can look up the ruling yourself. 4 Razor Swines, 3 for a 2/1 First Strike Infector. 4 Fists of the Anvil, this is one of the buff cards I use for this deck. 2 mana, +4/+0 instant, very nice. 3 Flaring Pains, damage cannot be prevented, so that helps me out in dealing out quick damage. 2 Time Strikes, 4 for 2/1 Flying Infectors. 4 Priests of Norns, these cards aren't too bad. 3 mana for a 1/4 Vigilance Infector. 4 Lost Leonins, 2 mana for a 2/1 Infector. Shriek Raptors, also another flyer for 5 mana, 2/3 Infect. 4 Journey to Nowheres, this card helps me banish, or exile, sorry, I've got Yu-Gi-Oh! On the brain. Helps me exile tough cards that might be able to stop my Goblin Tunnelers or something. 4 Disenchants, just a common card found in most white decks, I would think. In this deck, I decided to use 1 of each Circle of Protection, just because I never know what kind of deck I'm going to go up against. I realized that this card isn't too practical, considering, let's say I'm playing a blue deck, I could, easily draw Circle of Protection red instead. But I like to use them. In the past, it's worked out pretty well for me. And I just run 10 red mana and 10 white mana. Like I said in past videos, I like to keep the ratio 2-to-1. So that's my Red White Infect deck. It used to be a little different. I had some equip cards in here to help boost up my creatures, but I find it faster to just use Goblin Tunneler and Fist of the Anvil in a combo, since Infect you only have to deal 10 damage to win the game instead of 20 or more life like you would normally. So that's my Red White Infect deck. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, see you later.